Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 9. I'm an old guy gaming, and it is the day after Christmas, and I'm ready to start doing some recording today. Alright, so I spent some time off camera and gathered a bunch of resources. So let's see, where are we at here? Yeah, so we've got 522 concrete blocks and more on the way, so we can get this base going here. I also farmed up a bunch more wood, so we got a pretty good supply of biofuel going on there. And then 87 things of oxygen. My goodness. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and get that going again. And then I also built a water genie. And you know what? I think I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Let's turn the game or the music down a little bit from here. I really like the soundtrack for this, but it's a little bit loud, so let's turn it down just a tad. Okay, so yeah, so we got water generator going here. That didn't seem to be producing while I was offline. That's weird. Okay, it should have been completely empty of fuel and a lot more water than that, but it wasn't. So. Anyway, so the goal for this episode is basically to get our base up and running. So that's what we're going to work on. But before I start building in earnest here, I want to go get another load of wood, and so we can just continue making that biofuel, because that is going to be our main fuel source for some time to come. Now, I did a lot of riding or driving around on the bike off camera too, and I've exposed some more of the planet, as you can see. This area up here along this lake, there's a lot of forest, trees, oasis, basically biome there. So it's a good place to get wood. We also found the wreckage crash site for the Robinson Protocol over here, which is also something I do want to actually start working on too. But I've already done that first part on Thermal, the first planet, so I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? We probably can't actually do that part again, because this is the same character on the same server. We're just on a different planet is all. So we'll probably just have to pick up, you know, the quests, you know, where we left off with that. And that is my intention. I'm going to spend a lot more time working on quests, working with the new reputation system in this playthrough. Like I mentioned earlier. So, but I do want to get the base up and running first. So we're going to do that first, and once the base is up and running, then we'll start working on some questing. I also want to get a mining vessel slash hover vessel spawned in. So we'll just bring in the camo miner again, which is let's see, this guy right here. So we'll bring him in. He's not very expensive. We might even already have enough ore. In fact, you know what? We should look at that. Let's actually see what we've got here. Pretty decent supply of ores. I think I'm going to go ahead and convert all of those into ingots. And we'll see what we have. And if we have enough, then I'll get going on the camo miner right away, because of the fact that, you know, it takes about, I don't know, 23 minutes or so to build. So that can be cooking up for us while we're working on the base. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hop on the bike and go harvest some more trees. I'm not harvesting the trees right around. Oh, look, is that? Oh, I guess I thought that was a silicone node right there. I'm not harvesting the trees right around the base because I want to keep them there because they look cool. So we are having to go a little further out to get our trees, which is not a problem, and gather up a bunch of wood. I'll come back, get that cooking up, and then when I'm ready to actually get started on the base, I will bring you guys back at that point, and we will put this base together. Okay, so I'll see you guys back here in just a little bit. Okay, we are back, and went out and got some wood. So we got 48 pieces of wood there, and let's go ahead and keep making fuel with that. And oh, I'm still actually making concrete blocks. Okay, let's cancel that. I think 819 blocks is plenty. 821 to be precise. Let's also make some food here after those are done, and we'll put that stuff in there as well. Okay, so I haven't really given a whole lot of thought to exactly how I'm going to build this. We're just going to kind of make it up as we go. So let's see. Let's put blocks on the toolbar there. Whoops. We will at least fill in the edges here, so it doesn't look like we have a kind of a weird floating base. Let's pop one down in there too. That hole needs to be filled, and we need to fill these holes here. Okay, so that gives us the pad. We might as well finish this one out too. Okay, so we should be able to get rid of this grass here by I figured that would there we go. I got rid of that grass. This grass doesn't want to go away though. You cannot drill this wood. Alright, we might have to use our tent, also known as a lawnmower, to get rid of that. Well, can we put it right here? That got rid of that much. Okay, we'll probably have to pick up a couple of these blocks here. I have a multi-tool. Must have left it in here. This is kind of my storage compartment, among other things at the moment. I do not like grass sticking up in structures in these games. Fortunately, in games like Empyrion, in particular, you can get rid of it. But in other games like Ark, you can't. So it's frustrating as all get out. Okay, so we should be able to just pop this down here and get rid of all the rest of that grass. Beautiful. Okay. So the tent... You can't use the tent as a tent in on a multiplayer server, but you can certainly use it as a lawnmower. Just keep that in mind. Alright, I think we're going to remove this too, just so we've got the whole pad uncovered here. Excellent. Okay, so, let's get up in the air just a little bit here. I think what we'll probably want to do is make this area over here the pad where we park our vessels. And then this area over on this side will be the actual structure itself. I might end up moving the core as a result of that too. We'll have to see. Or we could leave the core where it is, I suppose, and put the wall right there. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Alright, so let's bring this up 3 high. Something just went clunkety clunk. Oh, the block over on that side did. What? Come on, you can do it. There we go. That's weird. Sometimes the way the game calculates the SI, it does weird stuff like that. Okay, and then for the moment, we'll keep a doorway there just because that's where we got all that stuff. I don't know if I'll keep all that there permanently though. What we might end up doing is right there. What we might end up doing is moving all that stuff, you know, over to here because the ground is more or less level. But until I get a storage container to, you know, to transfer everything over, we're just going to leave it there. So that door is temporary. That's not going to stay there forever. Whoops, I went too damn high. Well, I suppose we could make it one block higher, and that way we can actually get a furnace in here. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Let's do that, because you got to go 3 high in order to get a furnace in. So, what the hell's your problem, man? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3 high. Yeah, that block's having some issues, isn't it? You know what we could do? Maybe just to make this so it's not just a complete boring square, maybe we'll do some rounded corners. And I'm going to put some glass in here too. Probably not yet, because I don't have an abundance of silicon, but when we do get an abundance of silicon, at that point, we'll do that. Come on, man. There you go. Right in the middle? Yeah, I believe it is. Okay. And then we'll finish out the roof there. Let's take these corners back off. I have to be really conservative with my multi-tool because I only have that one charge. And we can't make more until we find Promethium, so... Okay, so for our rounded corners, what do we want to do? I guess we're just going to go with these... Or we could do something more angular looking rather than round looking. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. And like I said, once we have a decent amount of silicon, we'll punch some more blocks out, and we'll put some windows in here too, and it'll make it look good. Now we might even, I might even make like an upper deck here, and put like just a small farm in place too, perhaps. Okay, so back here, I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna put the portable generators, and ideally we'll probably just put them right outside here up against the wall, but I'm thinking I want to have some kind of a, I don't know, maybe a ramp or something right here. Why isn't that attaching? There's something it doesn't like about the ground right here. That's really weird. Is it because the ground's too high? Alright, let's see, I can't drill this either. Something's really buggy here. I can drill that. Now can I put a block in there? Nope, it still doesn't want me to put a block in there. Really weird. What if we did this? Pull this one back out. This is the one that kept breaking on us too. and then extended it out this way. No empty space to place block. Weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, well, let's see. I guess we need our Tech 2 drill before we can fill anything up. So that's just going to have to stay there. That's irritating as hell, man. I don't know why it won't let me put a block down there. Something's weird. Anyway, we'll just have to deal with it later, I suppose. Okay, so that gives us our basic structure here for starters. And then this is going to be a pad for vessels that we'll put out here. So I might extend this out a little bit more because it's a little shallow. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be good enough for hover vessels. And let's see, if we wanted to maybe add a cylinder here for the pillar instead of a square, just to, again, make things look a little fancier. Not that this is fancy by any stretch of the imagination. But, again, it looks a little bit better than just ye old square. So, let's see. We need to go here and let's just look at the SI real quick. Oh, yeah, that's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. What I think I will do, though, is let's actually put a support here, because then we're going to put some ramps down. No. Alright, if that's what you want to do, we'll do that. Why not? Now we'll get the ramp blocks, and we're just going to run these all the way across the front here, like so. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. Pardon me, guys. I picked up a damn cold over the holidays, so a little coffee today. All right, and then we'll go ahead and put the tip piece in, just so it comes all the way flush to the ground here. Excellent. And let's also make this, build this out on the sides too. That way we can just get up at either, from any direction we want to. I suppose I probably could have put the symmetry plane on. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Save ourselves a little bit of work here. That should be right smack dab in the middle. So we'll work from this side. The one bad thing about this is I want to cut down our pink tree. Our pink tree's kind of cool looking. Our alien pink tree there. So we'll build around it here. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then let's see, for here we're going to want to place this, but flip it this way. Like so. Oh, no, doggone it. I put that the wrong direction, didn't I? Son of a gun. Oh, man. Okay. Gotta redo that. It's gonna be all weird over here, too, probably, isn't it? Yep. Don't have a lot of charges left. A bit of an expensive mistake from that standpoint. I got a radiation storm coming in. Okay, so we want this thing to go this direction. Yeah, that is the right direction for this side. That's all the further I can get my drone in there. Okay, let's just start right there. Looks like we just want to squeeze one right there. Okay. And then we'll go back to this block and flip it around this way. Take it all the way up to about there. And then one more tip piece to about there-ish. Okay, that works. Now, what we're going to do out here on the sides is we're going to build a tower. We're going to build towers for turrets. And we're going to get these up in the air. So we've got lots of height there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 high. Let's make it 8 high. And then I like to put these on for my turret stand. Need to take a couple hits of O2 there. We got plenty of that now. Always a good thing. Okay, so that gives us our 2 turret towers on that side. Let's also do some on the back side as well. So I think what we'll do here is we will oh, what the hell just broke? I heard another block go break. Don't know where it's at. Okay. Whatevs. Ah, darn it. Okay. And then let's put a block here. And take this block out. did it again, damn it. Hopefully we'll at least have enough charges to finish the build off. Okay, so I believe we went up 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. However, that actually looks like the right height, because I think we're up a little higher on the ground there. In fact, that's actually 1 block too high, I think. So let's pop the top one back off. No, wait a minute, that's right, isn't it? It's kind of hard to say. I think that is correct. Okay. I think that is correct. There we go. And then I said we would maybe put a garden on the roof, but actually I changed my mind. I think we're going to be putting we're going to put solar panels up here. So we'll figure something else out for a garden later. Maybe add an extension to the building for that purpose. How are we doing on radiation? Oh, we're fine. We are fine with that. Let's take the symmetry plane away. It is really nasty outside, isn't it? All right. Now it is time to grab our components that we already have made. So we've got a fuel tank, a constructor, a cargo box. Okay, so we have 174 copper, 244 iron, and what happened to the silicon? Oh, it's right here. And only 99 silicon. For the camo miner, 190, 158. So yeah, we need a little bit more copper. We need a fairly decent amount more of silicon. We have enough iron though. So probably that's going to be some more off-camera boulder mining for me. But I mentioned in, I think it was the last episode maybe. I found that off of a wreck, by the way. I mentioned in the last episode that this is a big old mountainside right here in this Xerax territory, and there's all kinds of silicon and copper boulders littering that mountainside. So I have a good place to go to mine that stuff when the time comes. So let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll put our generator type stuff over here, and let's put it up high so it's off the floor and out of the way. We'll stick the Jenny up there, and then what I'll do is I'll probably run the capacitors along the roof up on that side as well when we make them. And then right below the Jenny, we'll just put the fuel tank for now and leave room to expand those later when we need to. On this side, there goes the timer. On this side of the building, we'll go ahead and put the constructor. And I think we'll put it that way. And then we're just going to use one of these for its input for now. And I believe we're ready to power this thing up. Well, actually, hold on. Before we power it up, because I don't remember if the drones come once you power it up, or I think they do. I think they do come once you power it up. So what I want to do is I want to be ready with all of the stuff we need inside of. In fact, let's take everything out of here except for stuff we might use for making concrete blocks or fuel, but I'm still going to take some of those with me too. Can we make oxygen in these things? With bigger? Oh, we can. Okay. Maybe we'll use this for oxygen too. It's just we'll use it for, like, you know, the real basic stuff. So we're going to put everything in here. Even this stuff for now. That will move later on. We'll move that stuff over to a food processor setup. So we're going to leave all of this in here, so that way we can still make concrete blocks and fuel and oxygen as needed. And let's start with that. We're going to need to put some more iron back in there, though. But I'll do that later, because right now I just want to make sure we have enough iron to get our cannons made and our ammo. That's going to be our first priority once we fire this thing up. So we should be good to go. So the input on this, can we name this? Not from there, we can't. How about from here? Scientific container, properties, configuration. Yeah, it doesn't, I would think there'd be a way that we could rename this thing. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing how we would do that, because it doesn't let me change the name up here. What about the control panel for, well, that's the same thing, isn't it? Huh. I could have sworn we should be able to rename these things, because what if we, you know, want to set up multiple ones and use ones for specific inputs or outputs? We would want to rename them. Am I missing something? Yeah, I do not see an option here for renaming this. Alright, well, whatever. So your input is the container, and your output equals the input for now, because we're just going to use one. Later on, we'll create separate ones for each deal. Okay, I think we're ready to fire this sucker up. Put that stuff in there too. Here we go. Hopefully the drone base isn't super far away. I haven't seen the drone base, you know, in my travels so far. So we're just gonna fill it all the way up with fuel, and here we go. She's on. All right, now first order of business is to get some cannons made. And let's make 2 for now, so we get 2 up, and then some ammo, and then we'll make the other ones after we have 2 up. 2 should actually be adequate, I'm thinking, but we're going to make 4 anyway, just so we have plenty of plenty of protection. Might be a little bit overkill, but I don't really care. We're going to do it anyway. And cannons seem to be just fine, at least on starter planets, you know, for defense. Never really needed anything more than that. See, these make an output count of 70, so that's 700, 1400, 2100. Let's start with 2100. Alright, so now we just kind of wait for the cannons and the ammo to make up. And then once we have those installed, then we'll start working on some other things like getting some doors in place, making a food processor and a refrigerator, making a medical bay so we have a spawn point, and getting solar power in place. So that's what's up next, you guys. And I think I might even just, I don't know, I might do some of that off camera. Just because most of you guys watching this have probably seen how all that works anyway. In case you haven't, in case you have not seen how all that works, basically I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to, I'm going to select base and then devices, and then I'm going to make a medical bay that provides a place to both heal and a spawn point. We're going to make a refrigerator, we're going to make an oxygen dispenser, we're going to make a food processor. We're going to make probably at least 4 capacitors, and then we're going to make several large solar panels and an armor station too. So basically all the stuff that you need in a base, and get that stuff set up, okay? And again, I'll probably do that off camera just because, it's a simple matter of making it and then placing it. And so when I bring you guys back in the next episode, I should have that stuff all in place, and the base should be set up and ready to go, and then the next focus will be getting ourselves a mining hovercraft. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord if you want to, and come and hang out with me on live stream. I do live stream several times a week on Twitch. I'm actually going to post this video today. This is the day after Christmas, the 26th, so it'll be up in about an hour from now. And if you happen to catch it today, we do stream Empyrion on Wednesday nights, and so tonight, probably sometime around, I don't know, 6 or 7 Mountain Time, because I live in Colorado, we're going to do our multiplayer stream on this same server, but I'll go back to Thermal for that. And so if you guys want to come and hang out with on stream, I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.